Hey guys, Crazypostman here. Well, we're going to have a quick one for you today. Now, I know my regular subscribers are probably going to giggle when they hear that because I just can't make quick videos, but we're going to try to today. So if you remember my last Luba video, I had to send my Luba 5000 to the repair facility, and I have the Luba 3000 Omni here to fill in while it's gone. And I will have an update video on the repair situation in the next probably week or less. But for right now, I have this Luba 3000 here for the purpose of filling in. Well, it's still winter, technically, I think, and nothing's really growing. I just mapped the front yard area. You can see it here. I just mapped the front yard area to have it ready just in case it did need to actually mow here. And yesterday I said, hey, we're going to go ahead and send this 3000 out on a test run just to make sure it does everything just fine like the 5000 did. Well, we had a problem. And that problem was me. Now, I know all y'all are going to say, well, Crazypostman, you're like the Mammotion god here. You should know these things. Yes, I've had a Luba since the beginning, since they were invented. But I too make mistakes sometimes. Don't tell nobody, but it does happen occasionally. I mapped the front yard and I didn't include the no-go zone for my mom's flower bed. So Luba 3000 here went out to mow and got stuck in a flower bed. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to quickly show you how to make a no-go zone for your Mammotion Luba. So you can see our situation here. We have our charging station right there, and then I don't know if you can see the RTK off in the distance on this video, but it is off over there on the house. So I was mowing area 2 over here, and the problem is there is a flower bed in that general area there. We're gonna drive over there. We're gonna crank up the speed to max, it already is, and we're gonna head out over in that direction. So now y'all can see the problem here. There is a flower bed that is roped off with cement barriers, and Luba here is quite the off-roader, and it drove over a barrier here and got stuck. So we need to rope this off. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to put your Luba right where the no-go zone needs to start. If you need to, you can turn down the control speed just a little bit so you don't go out of control while you're doing this. So we got our Luba sitting here right where our no-go zone is going to start. And we don't need to edit this map area because the perimeters are good. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to go to Create and select a no-go zone. And it's going to give you a little instructional video about how to do a no-go zone, but that's what I'm doing. I'm your instructional video. So we're going to hit the play button, and we're going to manually control the robot around this no-go zone here. And you can go as slow as you need to do a good job. You don't want to bump into anything, because if you do, it's going to bump into it every time it mows. And it is getting very windy, and we're just about to get some rain here. So keep a few inches away from any hard barriers. Now you don't have to do anything to finish. Whenever your lines connect up, so you can see, let me zoom in here on what I'm doing. So you can see, whenever your lines connect up, it will automatically finish. So just watch the screen here. We'll continue on. There you have it. It automatically completed, so you're going to say OK and then finish. And here is our new no-go zone area right on the map. So now there won't be any trouble. It will automatically avoid this area when it mows the front yard. If you have trees in your front yard, you can manually add them as no-go zones, but you really don't need to, because the sensors will take care of that for you. There's no risk of Luba getting stuck on this tree. It will either bump into it with the bumper, or it will pick up the tree with the ultrasonic sensors or the camera module, depending on which Luba version you have. This guy out here, since he's so small and skinny, I'm gonna add it as a tiny no-go zone. Let's check out where we're at here on the map. So we're gonna create another no-go zone. It's starting to rain now. And we're gonna hit play. Why does it need heading calibration? It shouldn't. Okay, and we're going to slowly go, let's turn this down here. We're gonna slowly go around this pole. And like I said earlier, just go as slow as you need to go to not bump into anything. And if you mess up, you can delete it and start over. Starting to rain pretty good now. And there you have it. We created a tiny circle. Let's pull away from this and see if you can even see this tiny no-go zone when I zoom out. Okay, let's zoom out now. Look at that. A teeny tiny no-go zone. You know, just for fun while we're here, we will do a no-go zone around this tree over here. It's starting to rain pretty hard now. Come on. Turn this back down. My screen's starting to be unresponsive because it's wet. Get as close as you can without touching. If you touch, you're going to want to start over because this has very high accuracy and it will touch every time.
Editor Crazypostman here. Well, it looks like I forgot to hit the play button before we started, or I hit it and the screen was wet and it didn't register. So what we're doing right now doesn't matter, but I'll figure that out here in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I never hit the play button. Goodness gracious. All right. So now we're actually doing our no-go zone. Don't do what I just did. That was a test run. Now we're actually doing it. Completed. So we'll finish. And we'll zoom in and check this out. Let me move Luba out of the way. And there you have it. Our 3 tiny, well, one's not so tiny. And then these other 2 tiny no-go zones. All right, let's head home. So there you have it. Now you know how to edit a map to add a no-go zone area on your Luba 1. If you like robot lawnmower videos, continue watching. Maybe hit that like, subscribe. Talk to me in the comments. I will make another video probably a few days later, maybe towards the weekend, about my experience on sending my Luba back for warranty work. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. She's coming through. See, I'm going back this way, so I'm gonna get it no matter what. Everybody will be happy to know I got the car under the carport before the hail got here, so no hail damage today from this crazy storm. There's some scary looking clouds out there, but I don't think there's anything rotating that I see. It's just scary looking clouds at the moment. You can see the hail hitting the ground here. Yep, it's coming down pretty good now.